You know, when you've lived long enough, you see some things, and these things oftentimes take shape in the form of a pattern. And the patterns always hold true. Now, you have enough wisdom given by the Most High to know that, hey, there could be an exception, there could be an anomaly that presents itself to the pattern. So you'll wait before you just say, this is this and that's that. But inevitably, the pattern usually holds true. Have you ever met anyone who states that they're not seeking fame, they're not seeking popularity, they don't need validation, but yet all their actions, all their movements say just the opposite? You know good and well that they're trying to, quote unquote, get on top. They're trying to be made known. They want their names in lights, not really understanding what that means. And some of you who have a slightly deeper understanding knows what I'm talking about names being in lights and what's behind that and who's behind that. And it's actually from Scripture, you'll know. But some desire their names being in lights, not understanding the gravity of that. Some smile and smirk when they realize that they are being given a level of attention that perhaps they never had received prior to. And these same ones oftentimes will reject the cautionary words, the warnings given by those who see what's really happening. And they'll dismiss those cautionary words as, you know what, they're jealous, or they don't understand, they've never been in this position, so they don't get it. Not realizing that everybody has history. And you never know where that individual who's presenting the caution has actually been. You never know what they've truly experienced to be able to tell you firsthand why you need to proceed with caution, why you need to have your eyes open, your ears sharp, inclined to wisdom as you're moving forward. This is exactly the reason why over the years as a teacher and as an administrator and even as a parent, I am so keen on validating our children. And we validate them, and we even validate one another through outright love. And love does not look like, baby, you're doing everything perfectly, the whole world is wrong, but you're right. No. Love actually comes with correction. Love comes with some reproofs. We have to present that because those are the established boundaries that the child needs, that the person needs to keep them from getting caught up in utter calamity. But love is also letting the individual know, baby, yeah, you can do anything you put your mind to, but let's make sure that your mind is rooted in the mind of Yahusha. Baby, yeah, you've got the strength to do anything that you desire to put your hands to. You can accomplish it. But let's put your hands in the righteous hand of the Most High Yahuwah so that your hands are put forth to the right plow at the right time to plow the right field for the right harvest. We have to do that. We have to make sure that we're not abusing our children. We have to make sure that we're not verbally abusing them, physically abusing them, emotionally, spiritually abusing them, which requires us ourselves to be humble enough to hold on to the righteous right hand of the Most High. It requires us to keep our minds in the mind of Yahusha. So then we can share that with our children, with our communities around us. I'm an advocate for that. And I can always tell when somebody has been in some way or another beaten down, even if it's from self-abuse, where, for example, they've made a decision in their lives that they outright regret and wish that they could undo. I mean, they wish with all their might, with all their power, with all their strength that they could just, and all their heart, that they could totally undo that one decision and go back in time and change things. But What do we know? We know that once we've made those decisions and we're walking in the effects of those decisions, the only way to get beyond that, especially if it's uncomfortable, is to keep moving forward. And the only way to even know what's forward is to consult the Most High. And we, as more mature ones, more mature adults, more mature sisters, more mature brothers, we have to remind one another, our children, our community, our brothers, our sisters within our clans, our assemblies. We have to remind each other of that very fact. You've got to keep moving forward, but ask the Most High what forward looks like for you. Don't define it for yourself. Get in that prayer time. Turn that plate over if you've got to. Turn that TV off, that radio, whatever. Be quiet, be still. But if you start seeking out the solutions on your own, the enemy has a way of coming into that mind, into your spirit, into your heart, and before you know it, you're seeking validation through means and through people that just might cause your utter demise. And it starts to look like needing to be popular, needing to be heard, needing to be seen, all based on a vision that someone told you, but it wasn't the vision and the plan that the Most High gave you and assigned to you even before your birth. You all, these are sensitive issues. We're at a sensitive, critical juncture in life right now. We have got to be on our spiritual P's and Q's through Scripture. And the other thing is this, and then I'm going to drop it, I believe, is this. Even on these dating and marriage scenes, if you are not dealing with somebody who is like-minded, let's create this term, like ruach, okay, like-spirited. If you are unequally yoked, leave that alone. If you know that you are sold out on doing things the Most High's way, you absolutely have no business dealing with somebody who's going contrary the way the Most High has built you to go. It's only going to cause you pain. It's only going to cause calamity. It usually ends up affecting the family, the nuclear family, as well as the expanded and extended family. It impacts your credibility. It affects a lot of things. Stay in motion on the goal. Keep the mission in mind. Keep the mission in mind. Keep the mission in mind. And do not be afraid to let go of anyone nor anything that is not mission-minded based on the mission that the Most High has put before His people. May the Ruach HaKodesh be with you and keep you. May the mind of Yahushua stay in you. May the peace of the Most High encompass you and just surround you, and may His righteous right hand lead and rule you. In Yahushua's name I pray. So be it according to the Most High's will, and so it is.